Dick Cheney and his successor Joe Biden have one thing in common, each with decades of experience at the levers of control in Washington, each chosen to be the deputy of men with little or no previous experience in the federal government. But will Biden match Cheney's unprecedented power and influence as vice president? From the start, Dick Cheney took a commanding role, Bush asking him to lead the search for his vice president, Cheney selecting himself.
I accepted with enthusiasm and with an eagerness to get to work.
Cheney quickly assumed a measure of influence beyond that of any of his predecessors, acquiring the unofficial title of Super Chief of Staff. Early on, he engineered his own independent campaign within the White House to prosecute war with Iraq, winning out over other Bush officials by pushing what turned out to be faulty intelligence. He advocated the administration's renunciation of the Geneva Conventions in the handling of prisoners and its warrantless eavesdropping on Americans. And as Cheney is about to leave office with his lowest approval ratings ever, he's defending all those steps as legal and justified.
The threat's still out there and still very real, but the actions that we took based on the president's decisions and based on some outstanding work by the intelligence community and by the military has produced a safe 7.5 years. I think the record speaks for itself.
But Biden says Cheney and Bush's expansive interpretation of their legal powers has hurt the nation.
I think that it caused this administration in adopting that notion to overstep its constitutional bounds, but at a minimum to weaken our standing in the world and weaken our security.
Unlike Cheney, a man of few and carefully chosen words, Biden will be under orders to curb his love of passionate but sometimes ill-considered talk. Biden says President-elect Barack Obama has promised he'll be in the room for every important domestic and foreign policy decision. Biden will be heading a task force to recommend how to rejuvenate the country's economically stagnant middle class.
They will look at everything from college affordability to after-school programs, the things that affect people's daily lives.
And his extensive foreign policy background will assure him a prominent role in that area. But he won't be alone, as Hillary Clinton, the new Secretary of State, will likely remind him. Tom Ackerman, Al Jazeera, Washington.